before. I've seen you in practice. My dear friend, our Congress candidate, Mary Jo Winchard, we were just talking about this. What is our spiritual fitness? What is our commitment to God? It doesn't matter that I'm a Catholic, that you're a Muslim, that maybe, and I don't know if there's any our Jewish friends here, but our commitment to God and our spiritual discipline has got to be part of the plan. And I think when we include God, when we let Him, we win. And that's part of community health. It's spiritual health. Do you agree with me on that at all? And then the third part, so I did tell you about my expertise because I taught and trained at the high school level, at the college level. I taught and trained at the professional level. Yes, I did. I've taught at the police academy. I've instructed FBI on the arts of self-defense. So, physical fitness, yeah, I'm a little bit of an expert. Spiritual fitness, I just want to be in church. And the third one, I am sort of an expert, and I'm going to go this far to tell you that the third part of community health, public health, has to do with political health. Political health is something that we must embrace. I'm not going to sell you a particular party or a particular frame of mind, but I'm going to tell you a few things in departing. That if you're a little conservative like me, if you want to be safe when you go outside and walk in your neighborhood, or you park at the mosque, and you want to be safe, we need to be part of the political process. If you want to have a say in what's happening in your schools, what they're teaching, and what they're not, then we need political health. I have some suggestions on how we can get that, but for now, I'm going to leave you with this. Inshallah, God bless us, God bless all of you, and God bless America.
Thank you very much, Bob, for those words. So the next person really needs no introduction, but I'm going to go ahead and do my best. So this person served as a beacon in a dark storm that Dr. Akbar was facing. So she was very prominent in her professional career in getting her established and getting her started. She's a power-packed lady, go-to person for her residents, a motherly figure who everyone looked up to. The former PD of Internal Medicine, Dr. Vijay Mehta.
Part of being a program director, a former program director, is seeing the achievements of your trainees. I still remember interviewing Aiza, and I knew even from the interview that she had this incredibly adventurous spirit. There were very few trainees from Pakistan who I knew who were, had listed snowboarding as one of their hobbies. I'm like, this lady's different. And it was certainly my joy and pride to train her and be her advisor through the years. And I could not be more proud of this adventure that she has embarked on. When I was hired at Mountainside at the time, the CEO had said, I want you to make me primary care doctors. And I said, okay, I will do my best to do that. And we had a sort of a big redesign of the curriculum. And now, sort of 30 years into my career, I agree with Chairman Bob, like, primary care is the essence of the health of this country. I now work at a different hospital where I see sort of the end stage diseases And something I've said to all of my residents over the years, because everyone's easily seduced in the ICU. When you're doing ICU, everybody wants to be a former critical care doctor. And I know my former residents here have heard me say this over and over again. I said, when you see a patient in the ICU, that is a failure of good primary care. It's all about the social determinants of health, how we can help our patients with where they live, their communities, their food access, their housing. And then really that's 80% of health. But it's really the social determinants of health. So if we can help a patient quit smoking, we have done a far deeper intervention than any intubation or SWAN in the ICU. So I want all of the residents here, I know there's some current residents here to remember that I also firmly believe in the adage, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so when you're able to do that in the primary care setting and connect with your patients, and remember the other adage, I know many of my former residents here have always heard me say, treat your patients as though they're your own family. If you treat every single patient you care for as though they're your family member, you'll never be sued a single time in your life. So with those reiterations of those words of wisdom that I've shared over the years, I want to wish Aiza, her staff, everyone who supported you, your hubby, your wonderful kids, the best of luck on this new adventure, and I wish you the very best and to help this community stay healthy in the years to come.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mehta. Next person I'd like to welcome to the stage is an enthusiastic powerhouse of knowledge, one of the youngest program directors of internal medicine. So this person requires an IV, but not a typical IV. They require an IV of coffee. You'll never see this person without a cup of coffee in their hand. I'd like to welcome Dr. Isaac Solomon.
This was going to be like a karaoke stage.
Sing us a song!
No. So, I have the fortune and the opportunity to know Dr. Akbar as my colleague. So I've worked with Isaac as resident, I've worked with Isaac as attending, junior attending, now senior attending, very old attendings as we feel now. And to kind of echo what Dr. Mehta had said, is that there's something different about Isaac. Most people can come to the United States, this land of opportunity, to find a job, to find success. But a certain select population go the extra mile and carve their own route. And essentially that's what Isaac has done. In this modern day medical system where insurances dictate a lot of what we do, it's very scary for younger doctors and younger graduates to kind of take the next step and open up their own practices. But that did not deter Dr. Isaac from KSC. Kabir Samir Arham, not Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That being said, I always think of Thomas Jefferson's quote about luck, because the harder that I work, the more that luck finds me. And I think that epitomizes exactly what Isaac's doing. She doesn't depend on anything but to keep going and build her own self. And if there's anyone that I could think of when I say willing to put in all the effort to build themselves, it's no one but Dr. Akbar. And on a final note, and on that note, that's exactly how she takes care of her patients. So every effort that she puts into herself, she puts even more of that into her patients, whether inpatient or outpatient, and that's not something that you see nowadays. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Solomon. Next, I'd like to welcome Dr. Ghulam Mujtaba. He's a distinguished political leader, an academic, and chairman of the Pakistan Policy Institute in the USA. With a doctorate in leadership studies focused on civil and military dynamics in Pakistan, he has advised top U.S. officials and advocates for strengthening relationships between the two countries. Dr. Mujtaba.
Thank you very much, the host, Dr. Aiza, and thank you very much for the introduction that you gave here. I don't deserve that much of introduction, and I'll just speak in short. At this time, when we are faced with conflicts, the United States President is trying to show his muscle to the entire world, not only in domestic issues, on international issues. These are the defining moments of American history. We have to establish, as Americans, Pakistani Americans, Indian Americans, and all of us. And I see here the presence, a diversified presence here in terms of faith, Muslims, Jews, and Christians. The wife of the vice chair of the American Congress, American Jewish Congress, is here. You may not know her. She's also in the Board of Medical Examiners of New Jersey State. She has not been introduced well. May I ask you to raise your hand? Yes. Her husband, Dr. Casimir, has played a pivotal role in bringing civilizations together at a time when we are facing so much trouble in the Middle East and all across the world. This message of unity from the doctors, from a platform where doctors unite to serve humanity, is a tremendous and commendable job that will send the message across the continents. And you are the beacon of peace and hope for the entire world. Let me tell you, as Muslims, as Christians, and as Jews, or as Hindus, we all believe in humanity, and we should stand by for it and stop this world from going into destruction. Peace is my message for you today, and that's all. I don't have to say anything more than that. That speaks itself. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mustafa, for those words. Now I'd like to welcome Mary Jo Ginchard to the stage, candidate for New Jersey's 5th Congressional District, whose platform is putting people first and willingness to work with both parties to build a better future for us all here in New Jersey. Thank you, Mary Jo.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me today. What a wonderful, wonderful day to celebrate Dr. Akbar. This is so fantastic. You have so many friends, colleagues that are here to celebrate you today. And this just shows the commitment that they all have to you. And congratulations on your new clinic. And I love that you've named it after your children. As a mother, there's nothing more dear to us than our children and our family, and to have their names associated with your career cannot be more of a testament of the love that you have and the passion. I am Mary Jo Ginchard, and I am your 2026 candidate for U.S. Congress District 5. Thank you so much. We're officially declared, so you can now spread the word. Medical is very dear to me. So today I stand before you 3 weeks out of surgery. I had a knee replacement of a knee replacement. And there is nothing more important than your doctor and the medical staff or the clinic, the hospital, that communication. I can tell you, if any of you have had relatives that have gone through surgery or gone through this lovely task of a knee replacement, it's such a important part of your healing, that mental healing, to have that relationship with an amazing doctor and all of the support systems surrounding it. And as your next Congresswoman, I'm going to make sure that medicine, all the right things that are needed for our communities, our senior citizens, our mental health, our homeless, all the communities that are in dire need are on the forefront of getting what they need to get, because they forget about those needs of all of us, especially the mental illness. But what's most important is that we have wonderful, wonderful doctors like Dr. Akbar that get noticed and recognized. And all through her years of education, mentoring, all of that brought her where she is today. And we're all going to benefit from that. Our communities are going to benefit from the clinic, all the citizens, all of those that are in need, that have nowhere to go, that will end up on her doorstep. And she's going to be with arms opened. And if she's not able to give them the care they need, I know that she will send them to the next doctor that is going to be the one that's the professional of that specific need. That's what I think is what I'm hearing today separates Dr. Akbar from a lot, because she cares. She truly, truly cares. So with that comes, there's been some amazing speeches today, and every one of them just rang so near and dear to me. The spiritual that we all need, and to see so many faces here. I've been to many of the mosques. I'm, very dear with Dr. Akbar. I've met, Dr. Mushtaba and Umar. Thank you so much. Y'all are so near and dear to me that I can't tell you how you've made me grow and opened my eyes even more so of all the needs of all of our communities. So the spiritual health is so critical. Our political health, which Bob, you touched upon, is so critical. I met Bob a few years ago, and I'm so honored to call him friend. And he said something so true, that if we want something to be done, we have to make sure we're in the forefront to do it. Don't just talk about it. Don't be afraid to step forward. Do it, because you know what? It takes all of us. It takes every piece of the puzzle to make the puzzle work. My professional background is not politics at all. I was a former mayor and all of that stuff that seems sort of glamorous. The glamorous part is that I got to communicate with the people. That was the glamorous part. I was a performer way before that, which is kind of like politics, sort of. It's just a different theater. But the great part of it is that you turn someone's day into a great day. When they come to the theater, when they come to church, when they go to see their doctor, you've made an impact on their life. So I can't tell you how much you have impacted me, and I look forward to having you with me when I get to Washington, hopefully in 2026. And Dr. Akbar, anything I can do, anything, I'm here for you. And all of you, thank you so very much, and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Marja.
Good physical therapy.
And now for the reason why we are all here today, the food. I'm just joking. So our guest of honor, Dr. Akbar, who's worked tirelessly to establish her practice, the hardest working woman I know, worked endless nights in order to make her dream and vision come true. Believe me, I know we've also suffered with endless nights as well, supporting her, and we can't wish her enough goodwill in establishing her clinic and having a bright future, not only for herself, but also for us as her family. Please welcome to the stage, please everyone stand up, a nice round of applause for Dr. Akbar.
Thank you very much. This was really unexpected introduction from my own husband. I know him very well. So thank you. I'm so overwhelmed. I can't express my happiness in words. I'm lost at words. But thank you so much. It's Saturday. You guys are all here. It's family time, but you guys took your time and came here celebrating with us. I appreciate it. This practice has been a dream. Challenges, it's like the process was full of challenges, hard work. But I was lucky enough to be surrounded by very supportive family, colleagues, and my mentors. And most of them are here today, Dr. Mehta, Dr. Solomon, Dr. Ali. Thank you so much. You guys have answered all the questions I've asked for. As Dr. Solomon mentioned, I never stop. I keep going. And I go to his office and I ask stupid questions. And he answers every little thing for me. Thank you so much. And thank you for celebrating this milestone with us, and I can't wait for the future holds for us. Thank you. You want to say something? It's time for food, please. Thank you, guys. I also want to mention something very important. I want to thank you, Dr. Saath and Dr. Qasim Nazir Chima for making this happen and bringing the community together and arranging this beautiful event. Thank you so much, guys. Dr. Chima is more than a brother to me. Thank you. I appreciate your help. Thank you.
बात से बात रही Yeah, he's running. This is great. I'm going to try to make sound. तो जी बारिश शुरू हो चुकी है बहुत तेज.